What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this beautiful Saturday morning. And it's yet another day with the E92 M3. As you might know, this is my new car. I bought it like 2 months ago and I've done some mods. Now, if you want to check out the review when it was completely stock, when I bought it, go click in the top right corner. But I've done 3 mods that I think definitely improve the vehicle without compromise. So that's what I'm going for. I hate the term, but I'm going for OEM plus. So it should be OEM or better if I swap something out for an aftermarket product. So let's check out what I've done. It's still completely stock from here. Nothing has been done so far. And then here we have it, the first mod. This is the M Performance exhaust for the E92 M3. Now, the E92 M3 was introduced in 2007, and in 2011, so 4 years after introduction, BMW came with the Inconel M Performance exhaust. Now, Inconel is what they call a super metal. It's light, it has nearly perfect heat transferring capabilities, and it has an awesome sound. And it's super strong. It's a bit like titanium, but Inconel is even a brand, so it's been invented by a company and it's a brand name. So they and M Performance made this exhaust. Well, maybe M Performance bought the materials and they made it, but Inconel is a brand and a sort of super metal. And I really like the look of it with that perforated internal cylinder, little M logos on the top, and then that very sharp thin edge to it. Really sporty looking. No carbon fiber, no gloss black. Oh, they really were the golden years, right? So next mold, or the next 2 molds, we have to open this up, and there we find, I think, the best modifications for an E90. Ta-da! The Eventuri Plenum. There we have it, carbon Plenum with a serial number in matte carbon fiber, because I prefer it to the gloss stuff. Makes it look a bit more special, I think. So this is like a concert hall for your V8. So normally it's a plastic one, but this carbon fiber concert hall has just a great acoustic value. And this S65 V8 is sort of equipped with ITBs. They're not really ITBs, but they have the characteristics of it and the looks of it and the sound of it. So each cylinder has like their own intake tube, and this Plenum has been developed to really amplify that, you know, punchy V8 sound. It's sort of the CSL E46 sound you get, that like really thundering, hammering intake sound. And to get a little more power, the actual air filter has also been swapped. So the air intake with a little scoop in the front bumper right there. So then it shoots up the air like that, and there's a little intake that connects to here, so it gets all the air it needs to feed that massive 4-liter V8, and it should add 10 horsepower. The Inconel exhaust, by the way, is somewhere around 10 kilos lighter than the stock back box, so you get little performance gains for your E92 or E90 or E93 M3. All these modifications are available in our shop, and go click in the link down below. We ship worldwide, and these are just fantastic molds for your E92. Now let's see what it does with the driving experience. That's the most important part about an E92, right? You don't buy it for the actual performance numbers, because then you would have bought an F80 or maybe a G80 even. This car is all about the driving experience. So you can already hear it's a little more bassy down low with that M Performance exhaust. A little more of a rumble in there. and then you have that metallic sound from both the exhaust and the plenum and intake. Just awesome. They are quite expensive, these mods, but I think like these cars are also getting more expensive, and I think people that currently have a very nice spec one with a low mileage, I think like mine has done 57,000 kilometers right now, then it's definitely worth it investing in these modifications. It's like you pick up where BMW left developing the E92. They just didn't have the money to keep on getting that V8 nicer and nicer. They had to like compete with the Audis and the Lexus ISF and the Mercedes C63 AMG. So at one point it's not economically viable anymore to keep investing. So that's now up to us, the M community, to keep investing in these cars, making them better, making them even nicer. I'm not saying the E92 is an empty canvas, because that would not be enough praise to BMW for making these gems, really. But you can like perfect them. There has never been an M3 CSL. We've only had the GTS with the big stroker engine, but this is more of a CSL interpretation with the Inconel exhaust and that plenum and intake. And I think I have a little more surprises for the future. There we go, 0 to 100. Managing the power on these slightly old Michelin super sport tires. They really don't grip from a standstill. So you really have to feed the throttle to get a little traction. But, you know, as I said, it's about the driver experience, not about the performance. Oh, but that gorgeous freaking intake sound is... That's why I love it. Oh! Okay. Wow. Oh my god. And the benefit of having a left-hand drive car is that the intake flows to the left, so all the intake sound is coming from here. When you open the window, it's super insane, really. Whoa! That freaking rumble, that hammer. It's insane how good these cars sound. I think the best sounding BMW ever, right? I prefer them over the V10 actually, these V8s. So where was I? Yeah, the Autobahn probably. There should be a little performance increase. BMW doesn't say that the back box actually gets you any extra power. But even Turi says that the air filter adds 10 horsepower, which is quite hard to really get a good measurement of, to really show you guys like, oh, it's 10 horsepower up, because, you know, last time I did this, you're always stuck with the conditions you meet, right, on a day. So it's a little hotter than last time. My fuel tank is a little fuller, so yeah, that's quite difficult. Oh my god, what a sound, really just fantastic. Audi squad not going to the right, nobody knows why. Oh, what a sound! It's my favorite M3, I think. For me it's E90, G80, F80 of the last 3 gens. Okay, how long will it take him to move to the right? Place your bets now. Have you guys placed any bets? I think someone's going to win a lot of money today. He completely refuses to move to the right. What are you gonna do? We're going to take a break at the rest stop right here. Oh, it's completely empty, that's cool. Think we can do top speed. It's still limited, which I think is a bit of a shame. Because these things, as you know, they go quite fast. These naturally aspirated V8s, they have some long legs. Let's go! We are going to hit top speed on this run. So 6-speed manual. It's not great, really. It's quite bad actually. I'm going to be honest here. I bought this car as sort of a collectible, and I love the fact that it was a manual because I love my manual G80 so much. That's the limiter. And because I bought it as sort of an investment, a collectible, I love the fact that it was a manual, because there are just fewer of them compared to the DCT, which I think in a value perspective is a good thing. From a driver perspective, from a driver experience perspective, I would go for the DCT really. It's so rubbery, it's so... you don't really get any feel with it. The clutch is also a bit slow. You can't really like hammer it into the next gear and it immediately picks up, no. Not like with a G80, which I do really like that manual. Downshift is pretty okay, but it's the upshift that then it gets sort of sticky. It sort of needs a moment to engage the next gear. And like, what is this potato-shaped thing? Really, it's completely the wrong shape and size, and I just don't like it. Now luckily BMW offers an M performance alternative to this gear lever, which I'm definitely going to use. I also have that on my G80, so yeah, that's a no-brainer for me. So guys, little update to my E92 M3. Definitely an improvement. It was a bit of an investment, these modifications, but I do think they added value to the car, and I think they added value to the driver experience. So, one last run, windows down, come on. Oh yes. Multiplier with Kawasaki green wheels. Now that's an ending to this video. Go subscribe to the channel, go check out this video or the POV reviews playlist. Thank you guys.